What's up, YouTube? Old Guy 379 here, coming at you just with a little bit of a gear review this time rather than a trucking video. As you know, many of you know, I play guitar a little bit, and I just thought I would share something that I found that I really think is something, if you play guitar, you should have in your truck. Playing acoustic guitar mostly now, I've kind of switched over from playing electric just because packing around a large amplifier and everything can be kind of a pain. I know they have some really cool small amps, but since I found my Martin over here and a Taylor that I have that I absolutely love to play, I've actually decided I like playing acoustic maybe just a little bit more than electric now. What I found, and what was recommended to me actually by Art, the main guy at our local music store there in Billings, Hanson Music. Go check them out if you're ever in Billings. Look them up online. I'll put a link to their store in the description below, and go in there and tell Art and them that you saw me on YouTube and I told you to come in and see them. They'll think that's pretty cool. But anyway, what I found is this little Roland. They call it the Mobile AC. Okay. This is an acoustic guitar amplifier. It runs on either 6 AA batteries, which you can see the battery box right back here, or they sell a AC adapter to plug in. It does not come with one, and that's the only complaint I really have about this amplifier at this point, is it did not come with a AC adapter. You've got a headphone jack, got your power switch on this end. And this thing is actually pretty heavy. I bet it weighs between 8 and 10 pounds. It's not light. Then on the opposite end, you got a microphone input. You've got your guitar input. You've got an audio input with a 3.5mm plug. So you can plug in like your iPhone or whatever and play music into your amp and have it come through. And then you can also use this with a PA system. You've got a left-right stereo audio out that you can plug in and use this with a PA system. On the top here, you've got a volume control for the audio, a volume control for the microphone, and a master volume for your guitar. There's also a stereo chorus, and then they have what they call the wide, which is kind of like the fat switch on some of the other amps. Gives your guitar a little more full sound. You've got a tone control, just basic tone control, and a reverb. And overall, this thing actually works really well. Now, let me get my hand out of the way. Sorry, I'm going to put you on my little mount here. My stand wants to fall over. Great. What is going on here? There we go. I think we're better now. Let me lift this, angle this up just a little so you can see me. And let me get my glasses on, because I can't see anything. There we go. That's better. There's my mess behind me. Anyway, this little amplifier I was kind of curious about. It was actually recommended to me by Art a couple months ago, and I told him, I said, I don't know right now, you know, I kind of wanted a Fishman Loudbox Mini Mobile, their battery operated amp. That has a built-in battery. It's pretty heavy. It's not very big. I mean, it's bigger than this, obviously, and it has a lot more. And Fishman makes a phenomenal amp. I think as far as acoustic guitar players go, if you played through a Fishman, you know what I'm saying. They make some really good stuff. But that's what I wanted, and I went in, you know, and I talked to Art, and he was like, no, man, if you're going to travel, he said, try this little amp. Give it a try. And so I did. I decided, hey, why not, you know? So I went in and I bought it, and I don't know, to me, it's pretty cool. It doesn't take up much space, you know, which in trucks we're limited to how much, excuse me, man, breakfast is trying to get back at me. There's not a lot of space, so compact is good. Volume wise, it is plenty loud. You know, I think you could use it in a small room. If you were just sitting like in the corner of a small room, coffee shop type thing or something, I think you could sit there and play and people would hear you play just fine. It does have a microphone input, so if you're a singer as well, you could throw a mic on there and sing along with your guitar. I am not really a singer. I don't sing much at all anymore. I used to. I kind of blame COVID a little bit. I had a bout with that way back in early 2021, and it about took my voice. I was about 6 weeks there, 8 weeks, where I was coughing all the time, and got to a point where my voice just, I lost a lot of the volume and the ability to change my pitch, like when I sing. So my wife's she gets disappointed because she's, I love listening to you sing. And I'm like, yeah, okay, well, if it's real deep, you know, like a Bing Crosby thing, you know, I can do that a little bit, but I can't adjust much anymore like I used to. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So by itself, you know, the guitar, of course, I play a Martin. Not an expensive Martin. I mean, it's a $2,000 guitar, $1,900 guitar. There's a lot more expensive ones out there. What I will tell you guys, if you're not a guitar player and you're really wanting to get started, do not be afraid to spend some good money on a quality guitar. You know, be prepared to pay somewhere between $500 and $1,000 for an acoustic to get a good quality acoustic that's comfortable to play, meaning you're not having to squeeze strings down a ½ inch to get them from where they're setting up above the fretboard to the fretboard. This one has a really low action, and it's designed more for people who are electric players. The way Martin came up with this, they were actually able to keep the string tension fairly low. You know, so if you're an electric guitar player and you like to bend, you can do that really easy with this guitar. So it's kind of a little bit of a Martin review too. This is the Martin SC13E Special. So it's their upper end SC model, and the C means it's a cutaway. This is part of their X series, but this guitar actually has a bolt-on neck rather than being glued in and built into the body of the guitar. And it's also set up so it has a shim system inside that if you need to change the neck angle, they can, a good luthier that's a Martin certified luthier can do that real easy. Some of the cool features, the tuners are all different gear ratios for the different strings. Like it's a really fine gear ratio on the low E string, so it makes tuning that very easy, very precise. And then it's a higher gear, or a lower gear ratio, higher gear ratio, sorry, on the high E string. There's, you know, less teeth. It's more of a coarse adjustment. But yeah, I mean, just overall, just a really, it's a great guitar. It sounds great. The electronics in it for the pickup are really good. But this is more about this little Roland amp. Some of the cool features, you know, the chorus and the wide. Let's turn this on here and see. The only light on it is right on the very top. There's a little red LED right here that comes on when you turn it on. This also has a Boss on the bottom of it, so you can put it on a PA speaker stand. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, you can plug in audio to this and you can play along with your favorite song. Let's see if you know, we can do something here without a lot of feedback. I was trying to play this earlier and kept getting a lot of feedback, so we'll just play it. Everything's set kind of at mid-range here. Lost my pick. So I've got my guitar volume turned up all the way. I have my tone switch in the middle on the guitar, and then just everything here is set without the reverb's off completely. I've got volume at 12 o'clock and the tone at 12 o'clock, so right in the middle. Down just a little, about 10 o'clock. haven't been playing much here for the last week or so. But yeah, you know, it sounds pretty good. Throw a little reverb in there. Sounds pretty good. It sounds way better if you got it a little distance away from you. You know, just pretty natural sound. Let's throw the chorus in here. Turn the reverb off. Sounds pretty cool. You can throw this wide switch on there just without the chorus, no reverb. Wide switch off. So it's a thinner sound. It makes the sound a little beefier. Throw some reverb. And the reverb's pretty good. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Sounds like it's a bit of a spring reverb model. All together, the chorus. So it sounds kind of cool, you know. If you back your guitar off just a little bit, you know, like say midway on your volume control, right about there. So like I say, it just sounds really good. You know, it's got a great couple sets of features. I have not tried the microphone input yet because I don't have a microphone, and since I don't sing much, I don't see much need, but I'll probably buy one. I want to see what it sounds like with me singing. But I have played along with the audio side, you know, hooked my phone up to it and played some music through. I like to play along with the worship music a lot. I love stuff. Eddie Rabbitt's got some cool songs that are actually pretty easy to play. And Don McLean, you know, American Pie, The Day the Music Died. Love that song. It's just a lot of fun. So guys, I guess the main thing is the Roland AC or mobile AC amp, great amp, especially for truck drivers because it's a small form factor. It sounds really good. You know, it takes up very little space. It goes up on my shelf up there behind my guitar case. Nobody even knows I have it. It's not super heavy. I don't need 120, you know, to plug it in. I do not know how long the batteries will last. Roland claims up to 15 hours. I bet I probably have 6 or 7 hours on the original set of batteries that came with it. So far so good, no issues. It does not have a battery life indicator, so I have a feeling, you know, that it'll just start sounding like crap once the batteries start dying. You know, so kind of typical with that. But overall, very satisfied. They're not expensive. $159 is the going rate, you know, so if you can get into a music store and pick it up. Montana, we don't have sales tax, so it was 159 bucks. Well worth getting one, you know. I mean, even if you order it off of Sweetwater or wherever, that's fine too, whatever your flavor is. But I'll tell you right now, though, if you're ever in Billings, go to Hanson Music. Go check them out. Talk to them. And they have an amazing selection of guitars, amps, keyboards, like I said, a little bit of everything, you know. And they do repairs. If you want somebody to do your restring for you, you can have them do it. They're just super good people, super friendly, and yeah, and they recommended this. Art recommended this little thing for me. I'm not sponsored by these guys in any way. I'm not sponsored by Hanson Music. I just love them guys. They've been great to deal with over the last, I've been dealing with them now since, I don't know, I moved there in 2011. So, you know, since roughly then, off and on. But what's going on? I hear like a hydraulic lift or something. That's weird. Anyway, check them out. Check out the Roland AC, mobile AC. I do believe, you know, like any amp, I think you could probably plug an electric guitar in this. It probably wouldn't sound very good, but I bet you could plug one into it. And I know definitely, you know, you can usually plug in an acoustic guitar into an electric amp. It doesn't sound as good as it could either. But, you know, if you had an electric and like a pedal board or something, or small pedals, you could use this. Great little sidekick for traveling around. And like I say, it is plenty loud. You could probably sit outside with it and people would hear you playing. If you're into that. I'm not into that. I really don't know that I want anybody listening to me play. But anyway, I keep saying that, and I keep adding more to it. It's kind of like that meaningless preacher statement. And in closing, and then they continue on until, you know, after Cracker Barrel's buffet's done. But so that's my gear review. My Martin SC13E special and this Roland mobile AC amplifier. It was supposed to be just about the Roland, but you know, I love my guitar. It's amazing, and this little Roland amp is a great addition to it, and especially being out here on the road without a lot of space. Acoustics are great because you can play them without that anyway, and this guitar is actually quite loud all on its own, even though, you know, it's a fairly thin body. Martin designed this in such a way that the way the bracing works, it works like an amplifier inside of it, so it's actually quite loud. I think my Taylor is a little bit louder and boomier, but again, it's a thicker, bigger body. So yeah, the amplifier is a great addition. Take care, everybody. Love you, appreciate you. Thank you so much for all that you do, all your support, the positive comments, everything that you guys are doing to help this channel grow. I'm humbled by it. I really am. I actually talked to a guy a little while ago, and we were just kind of in passing talking, and he says, "Do you have a YouTube channel?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And he goes, "Oh, you're that old guy, whatever it is." And I was like, yeah, that's me, old guy 379. He goes, "Yeah, that's it." He goes, "I like what you got going on." I'm like, "Well, thank you, man, appreciate that." You know, so I'm starting to see some people out here and there that recognize me, and I'm very satisfied. How do I want to say? I'm very humbled by it. I have a lot of gratitude for that. I did not start a YouTube channel to become famous. I did not start a YouTube channel to just put my face out there so everybody recognizes me. It was never a look at me thing. It started out as just, hey, you've got some old school wisdom that would be probably pretty cool to share. So that's what I do. But I was so impressed by this as I say things a lot of times, this dumb little amp, that I thought I would share it with you guys, because I know there's people out there watching my videos that play guitar. You mentioned it in my guitar video. So, you know, I just thought it was really cool and worthy of sharing. Take care, everybody. I appreciate you. Be safe out there. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell to get notifications of new videos. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Keep the shiny side up, the greasy side down. Yeah, turn it around on you, keeping you on your toes. Thank you so much, everybody. Be safe out there, and we'll see you later. Thank you.